Here's what we're gonna do. See this door? No. You see this door? No. Not for now, at least. Oh, dang it. Didn't even want to look that way. There we go. Should be able to handle this. We're not in a great position. In fact, maybe we should back out so we're not getting hit by 3 orc warriors all at once. That's bad. Oof, especially with that. Can you kill us in 1 hit? You might be able to. 15 plus a war axe. Just barely. I'm gonna bother reciting though, because if that dazes you, perfect. And now, what to do. Also blinded you, interesting. Well, it's much more tempting to try and fight you now, but probably equally as stupid. So I'm instead gonna run away. Jesus. Who invited the electric eel to the party? I ask you this. I can gain space from this friend. Oh, I should have actually gone in up here now that I think about it. We do not want to loop back around this way again. I feel like that lightning is going to be the death of us. Oh me, oh my. You're blind. How are you falling so closely, friend? Because while you're blind, what are your chances to hit us? Still 83%. Jeez Louise. What is your total health? Probably can't one-shot you with an ice blast. You know what? Let's drink curing. And it's time to make some noise. Oh, now you take a step away. I see how it is. Well, I'm gonna ice blast you again. Maybe should have taken that as an opportunity to run. Now we're really playing with fire. 1 more should do it though. This is hot trap. Okay, good thing I didn't try and turn that corner. That would have been rough. Vitalization doesn't actually heal us. We could imprison this buddy for a little bit, but I don't think that's quite enough. Let us instead switch over to our poison darts. You shouldn't be able to one-shot us. 6 plus a hand axe? No, I don't believe so. So let's poison you. In a bit of a dead end here, but we'll make it work. Come at me. Come on. Come get some. Perfect. Oh, what an adventure Roland is on. But it's time to check out what this artifact is. +4, Flail of Theory. Willpower minus, resist corrosion in +2. I mean, it's electric, which is kind of sweet, but otherwise, not great. Not grand. What else can we find? +1 chainmail of cold resistance we'll pick up, but might not end up using. Another enchant armor. That's interesting. Now, the final question becomes, do we wish to explore the corner towers of this place? Probably not, because we'll be under the fire of electric eels the entire way. But maybe they won't see us? Can't hit what you can't see? Stop. This one. See if that pulled the attention of our orc friends, because it definitely might have. Doesn't look like it. Let's check this way, shall we? Excuse me, pardon me, don't mind me. Definitely recite here. We also just want to bring these pals in this away. And now, can I take you? I mean, technically we should be able to, but I kind of want recite to come back up. There we go. That time we got a good effect, managing to smite the heretical orc. Do you believe they all worship Yo? Even non-priests? Crap. Electric eel? Please no. Sir? Ooh, actually, you're in shallow water. Could hope that we get very lucky with some poison darts. The answer is no. We cannot get very lucky with some poison darts. I was stupid for even thinking so. Thanks, game. Let's wait a few turns. Hopefully that eel... Oh, stop. Stop. Gonna play the Ding Dong Ditch game. Just make noise. Dang it. Go the other way. Crap. I really like to explore these side rooms if we can. They usually have good stuff. We should be able to survive a trip. Oh crap, you can still see me. Stop. Get out. 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Oh, maybe if you're next to me though. There we go. No. Come here. Oh, the revenge. Revenge is sweet. Let's risk it once more here. Definitely riskier than I would have liked. Taking extra steps in order to get within range of them. But it is what it is. There we go. Much better. Just a bit of gold. Not exactly what we were looking for, but not the end of the world. Let's head this way. Ah, there we go. That's much scarier. Let's start reciting. Orc got confused. I don't know if anything happened to the other pal here. There we go. They're confused now. We could use some more of our ice blasts, which I don't love the idea of. Alternatively, we could try and poison you. Get a free hit in or 3 while you're confused. Perfect. Invocation's up to level 8. One of these is gonna have a good thing, and there we go. We get a scroll of acquirement. Let's read that right away. I've gone that twice in a row, so I'm actually kind of curious if it's a guarantee that one of these towers has a scroll of acquirement. Regardless, it might just be fairly good odds, and I'll take it. An okie dokie. +8, Frozen Axe, Frostbite. Freezing Cloud, Noise. This is a fun unrand art that I don't know if I've actually ever seen before, at least not on a run that could use it. Massive axe that looks like it was carved from a glacier, or possibly calved from one. It leaves ice crystals in its wake as it swings through the air. That would be cool, but it does make a lot of noise as we create ice clouds around us. There's the +2 Cloak of Plasticity. Probably not worth it, but we like the willpower cloak that we currently have on. I mean, I don't know if I can use this axe, especially as soon as we get a shield. We're going to be switching to that probably, but it could be fun to pick it up since nothing here is really jumping out at me. Even though now that I think about it, this gold might be huge because we can donate to Zin. Could you ask if you were playing online or the offline version? Oh, of course you can, and we are playing the offline version. It gives us this nice inventory display here, lets all of you lovely folks see exactly what each and every one of our options are. You can actively tell when I'm being stupid, instead of just having to take my word for it. Can't hide anything behind inventory screens, but also just because I'm definitely a bit more well-rehearsed in the hotkeys and such of offline play. I enjoy the mixture of sometimes using mouse controls, sometimes using just pure keys, and yeah, I'm just, I guess, more comfortable with that. So this is the offline version. One of the few downsides of that is, of course, that we don't track our run's history each and every time that we do one, but at the end of the day, I'm okay with that. Not a huge completionist, and instead we're just going for a more unofficial great player achievement here, doing the very best to stay honest to ourselves and see if we can do it for our own sake here. There we go. We managed to clear out the Bailey. Definitely with some difficulty, but that's one area that I've a couple times now managed to make our way through and enjoyed the attempts. Do I ever play in the tournaments then? So yeah, actually that's the only time that I've really played online was in this previous tournament, in which we actually formed a bit of a team with some of the lovely viewers from chat here and did our best to get some solid runs in without worrying too much about performance or anything like that. We were just having a good time, having some fun with it, and it was super enjoyable. was the first tournament that I'd ever participated in, and I very much liked the entire process. There we go. White packs are exactly who we want to face up against. They get fully smacked down by our exuberant reciting of our favorite proverbs here. Everyone knows Abomination 22:16 from Zin's holy book, right? Let's see. Let's go with another scroll here. Enchant weapon. So we can almost, or not almost, but bring our axe up to even closer to maxed out. Ooh, and here's where the Spriggan Hatter came from. Let's do a little bit of fashion here. This will even give us another AC, so I'm hoping that this is a nice hat. The blue would be an absolutely chef's kiss situation. We get the brown. Unfortunately, not quite our colors, but it does match with our, not fur, but I guess scales, right? Palentongas have scales. What do you call that scale? Questions we must ask ourselves. Not too bad. Oh wow, and another artifact flail. Hopefully this one's better. The +9 flail of Quaslal's anger. Holy crap, is it better? Let's pick this up. Walk upstairs. So this one has freeze. It has evocable rage, but we don't have to become enraged. Resist electricity, we just saw in that Bailey, is desperately needed. Extra willpower is of course huge. So I will gladly switch over to putting that on. We might keep training axes for the time being, because I feel like getting like a really solid broad axe later on might do slightly better, but this is incredible early game. That's tough. Do I want to swap out? Guess we can always train both at the end of the day anyway, right? Let's do it. And yeah, let's turn off axes for now. We'll swap for the time being. Still get a little bit of nice cross training between the two anyway, so I'll take it. Invocations will bring up to somewhere like 12 for now, maybe. Fighting will bring up to a nice round 10. And then at some point right away here, we'll start training some of our other defensive skills, figuring out what we can do with the rest of our run. Ah, hello, my hornet friend. Fortunately, we do have revitalization, so we can get rid of any vulnerability to poison we have, which is awesome. Oh, it's still going. Don't even have to recast. And let's just keep it going here. Normally, you of course want to fight bees in a hallway, anything to stop the entire swarm from descending upon you, but if it works, it works. Thanks to our +9 flail, we're able to hit quite above our pay grade here. Start reciting. Troll got lost in a daze. Ooh, still scarier than I would have liked. That does confirm that we can potentially go back up and deal with some of the monsters we left behind. I think I'm slightly mixing up my runs of the day here. This was the run with the two-headed ogre and the troll? No, it was not. This was the one with all the priests on this floor. There we go. I always start confusing which run we did which important things. Oh geez, stop. Stop, you're killing me. There we go. Recite once more, and then let's try and heal up. Oh, Pyromancer, I do not want to fight. Nope. No thank you. No thank you, please. Actually, yeah. Cactus Heart, your question came a bit ago now, but just looking over and seeing it did make me think. I'm very excited for the next tournament as well, because I think we'll do a similar thing. We'll try to put together a team of individuals with certain skills. And still we'll have no real pressure to perform at any level of mastery or anything like that. We are just going to have fun as always, but I think that could be a whole lot of fun. Sir, please stop. Perfect. We're able to take out that Steam Dragon without having to waste Ice Blasts. That's much better. I should do some exclusionary stuff here so that we don't accidentally go running back into the Pyromancer here. And in fact, we already are beginning to head that direction, which is no bueno. When is the next tournament? I don't know if there are any guaranteed schedules for the tournaments. As far as I'm aware, they are just generally once or twice a year, with some specific exceptions. So it might be a little bit before the next one, but that is a-okay, because I don't see myself saying goodbye to this game for quite a while. This last stretch of rejoining the ranks of DCSS players has been so much fun. And I've enjoyed all the feedback that I've gotten from people here on Twitch as well as over on the YouTube side of things too. Seems like people really appreciate seeing one of their favorite games being played, especially in the more modern versions here, since we do our best to keep progressing as the game does. We could of course play on trunk as well, but I enjoy getting a nice amount of time with the fully polished versions of each release and experiencing everything. Shield on the Knoll, indeed. Let's go pick that up. Thank you. Keeping me honest here. Can drop some of the crap that we're carrying around. This flail that's by far inferior to our lovely flail of Quaslow's Anger. That can go. Int Ring, that can even go for now since we're doing inventory management anyway. Current attack delay is 0.9, and if we put on the shield, it goes up to 1.2. So maybe we'll hold off on that. We'll instead start training our shields up, send them towards the 9 that's required. Another advantage that we eke out of being one of the larger species of the game is a slightly easier time in our training of the shield skill, which is definitely something we try our very best to levy into further advantages in our future. Not too bad. Don't have any fire oh wait. Oh, I'm so stupid. We do have some fire resistance. Let's put this buddy on. And now, I think we might be slightly more comfortable taking you on. Bolt of Fire isn't going to hurt quite as much. Still not great. Decent odds of evading us, but thanks to the high enchantment rating, might be okay. Should have maybe revitalized there, but decided to slug our way through it. Excuse me, friend. Please come this way. Thank you. Always like it when enemies engage on our terms. It's a thing of beauty. We will use vitalization against Venom Spear Knoll. That's pretty straightforward in my books. Sir, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come this way, please. And then we'll roll right into you, immediately almost killing you in one fell swoop. You'll love to see it. And let's try this out, shall we? Perfect. Able to take out that Pyromancer pretty quickly. Gotta go to bed? Bye? Yeah. Sounds great, Cactus Hurt. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking around and chat for a little bit here as well. I hope you have a great night, and I appreciate you sticking around a whole bunch. Thanks. Perfect. We vitalize against a green ugly thing, managed to take it out without too much trouble. This is kind of a rough situation. I do not like. Don't have a whole lot of options at our disposal here. We're still wearing the fire resistant armor though. Never mind. Greatest monster encounter of my life. Fortunately, with even a single pip of fire resistance, as one of our lovely chatters pointed out in one of our previous sessions here, I think last Sunday, we don't take nearly as much damage from mist. It goes down to almost 0 with just that first fire resistance. Ooh, and you, friend, hit pretty hard. We might be able to take you out. So let's roll so we're not taking rock shots. Perfect. I think with the accuracy bonus on our roll and the +9 enchantment on the flail, we're at a really good combo in terms of our overall accuracy when we start spinning into our enemies like this. Definitely a recite against the Demonologist. Perfect. Wand of Polymorph might come in handy in our future here. And onwards we go. Let's use Vitalization against the Snick. Funny, I was originally thinking of switching over to the Shining one, but I'm actually really enjoying Zin. I haven't had nearly enough experience playing with them on different characters here, but it's actually quite an enjoyable experience. Snorg can hopefully... Ooh, I was hoping would waste out most of their Berserk status, breaking through the trees. Let's see. You are affected, but I'm not sure if you are well berserked. You can't see invisible, but it might be slightly late for that. Alternatively, could start to teleport. Ooh, it might have been slightly too late on that though. Because your hits are gonna hurt. But along with you, since you're raging, you'll be fast enough to keep up with us. Might have to pair that with a blinking scroll as well. That's fine. We made some mistakes. We reap what we sow. We'll just get the heck out of there. Excuse me, sir. No, thank you. I'm not interested in what you're buying. I'm usually the one with the sales pitch here. And in fact, speaking of which, have you heard the word? It was the word of Zin that there would be no doubt. And did the people not suffer until they had ousted the heretics after which all was well? Wise words, Zin. Wise words. It's a fun role-playing combo as well, having the word of Zin. Okay, Snorg. 1v1 me mid. Let's do this. Ooh, we gain Sanctuary as well with our level of piety. Creates a divine refuge for a short duration. While you're inside the Sanctuary, monsters will not attack you, but the protection will disappear once should you breach the divine peace. So if we attack, it ends it. But in general, this gives us a few turns to potentially start chugging potions left and right, read off a variety of scrolls, something like that. That's very cool. Even just crossing like the distance to a spellcaster and making them come to us. I could see that turning out well. Let's recite. Roll in. Can't berserk rage when you're confused, can you now, Snorg? Not too bad. Two-headed ogre. We're at a slightly more reasonable section of the game to see you. Let's go for it. Perfect. Oh, and Apostate's 25-23. My second favorite Zin verse. Right behind Abomination's 22-26. Of course. As we're all well aware. Not too bad here. Well, we could head back up to our... I mean, D1 has a null that we'll probably just leave alone. D2 or 3 has the priest packs that we left behind. It's not a lot of experience, though. So I think instead we'll go down a couple more floors of the dungeon here, see how the layouts treat us. What are you? Staff of Fire? No, I think we're good without. And we'll pop around the corner here. Can start reciting instant. Enemies come around the corner. Perfect. Not too bad. Not bad whatsoever. Ah. Whoops. Let's definitely turn a corner on the Orc Priests here. Not take smite damage as we try and approach. We could have also rolled into them, but they were slightly separated from each other as well, of course. And, we should check our skill training, I guess. Shields is up to 4. Attack is 0.9 normally, and 1.0 with our shield. So it's time we put on our lovely shield here. Not quite in our exact colors, but still looking pretty nice all in all here. White has a good matching color scheme with pretty much any other combo. Let's roll into you before we get barbed. Perfect. Manticore could have been a much greater pain in the butt, of course, but we are okay. Oh, hello, Gastronaut. You can hit pretty hard. And you're right next to me, which means if you start sprinting, you'll keep up with us. I'd like to kill you if we could. That's for sure. Wait, reflection doesn't do anything for me here. No, it does not. That's good to know. Welp. In that case, could start reciting. Hope for some good effects. I should double check. You are vulnerable, right? No, you are too strong to be affected by reciting Zin's laws. That's not great. Can you see invisible? You can. That's also not great. I'm going through all of the options in our inventory here, debating what we have at our disposal. Could double down on the strength rings. Alternatively, we could imprison this son of a gun and run. Let's do it. Block them off for a little bit. Head down this way. Run to these stairs. And we can do a bit of exploration here. Where's the final stairwell? This one, please. Put a quick exclusionary marker. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ruined barding. Holy crap. So used to not playing on a Palentonga, I didn't even think about it for the first second there. Should be able to take on yaks relatively easily. Not too bad. Keep going with a little bit of strength, even though we're just about the point where we can wear some of the heaviest armors in the game without worrying about it. Drop a tropa for that. Let's see how this is. Ooh, that's a fancy looking barding too. I mean, it's not our classic colors, but we could be shifting more into kind of like a nice red, white, and gold. That's pretty nice. On top of that, just in case, I'm putting extra blockers down. We do not approach Gastronaut under any circumstances. We are already wearing gloves, so this is just time for a potential fashion show. Let's try these out. Our current gloves are these nice black. Switch for blue. Definitely matches with our older outfit, but it's not the direction we're heading now, so let's switch back. Some nice black leather gloves for our dungeon delving adventures here. Very important. Roll into you, start reciting as well. Ouch. Oof. That corrosion is bad. Can you see invisible? No. You are hated by Zin, so I'd have expected you to be smitten from existence here. But go with the heal. Oh geez, that did not help out as much as I thought it would. Crap, we're so close to beating this fight, but we gotta just run. I don't think you can cross the distance to me in time, so get right on out of here, rather. That's the order those words go in. Let's just take you upstairs, recite straight to your face. Those are beings of pure chaos, so they definitely fit the bill. Sir, come upstairs with me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so Gastronaut is loose, unfortunately. That's too bad. Don't like our odds in that fight. We've explored most of the floor here, so I guess we could head back up over here. Let's get rid of exclusions. Could head back here. See what we may have been missing in this corner. Could be the greatest item in the game. Nope, guess not. That's a-okay. We run into Gastronaut again. We do have the option to just imprison once more. Wait a second. This wasn't the closest stair? I'd rather go here. It's further away from our slug pal. Let's reset. Harm ourselves with the barbs, but that's cool. We can just take care of you one at a time, just the way that the great Zin has always demanded. Ah, jeez. In general, I feel like we can fight yaks, but let's not get surrounded. Okay, we're still not one hit away from death, so we'll finish it off. Yaks deal 20 damage. There's something that I've examined enough times now that I have a relatively confident understanding of their stats without having to check it out. Definitely recite to anything undead here. Ooh. And we have protection from colds. I think I can just take you, including the fact that if we recite once more, chaotic nature beings are our forte. I guess anything hated by Zin is going to be a pretty go-to. Get 'em. Nice. So I'm glad we've kept on the fire resistance chain mail here. Didn't have to worry too hard about any of the pyromancers we found. It's kind of weird to have run into 2 pyromancers at this stage. But hey, if we're able to handle it, I don't mind. Aha. 8-headed Hydra. That's kind of sketchy. Cannot be affected. I did not think so. Most of the animals don't seem to be. We at least aren't using axes anymore, so we don't have to worry about chopping off heads. Unfortunately, our AC isn't that great. It's okay, but it's not that great. I mean, maybe we can soften you up with some ice blasts. Let's do it. If it starts going poorly right away, we can just start retreating. Let's see, we got them down to half health. Is that enough? Are we happy with that? I think it might be. So Ice Blast once more. Perfect. Immediately smashed it out of the park. Oh my gosh. Oh, another 8-headed Hydra? What did I do to deserve 2 8-headed Hydras? Is it my birthday? That was last week. Well, in that case, I don't know if I want to push my luck a second time. That is a-okay, I guess. We'll just pop out of here. Let's head on up to Lair, shall we? See how this area is treating us today. Lair's unfortunately not the best place for us. Holy crap. Lair 1 Fire Dragon. Why? You are susceptible to cold. You have 90 health, was it? Huh. Could try and blast you out of the park here. Not to use the same idiom twice in relative short amount of time. Whoops. Let's see. Let's head back to the stairs. We're leading them right to it, which isn't great. Let's try a few blasts, see how it goes. I guess they deal, I think, somewhere around 75 damage with their thing. Yeah, just under. 72, is it? Yeah. And so, we'd half that down to 36. So we're not going to get one shot. Let's do a couple. That's not going great. One more. Half health, eh? We are using a cold branded weapon. I guess dragons are pretty smart. Nope, not affected by reciting Zin's Law. I guess that's not the dragons in the lore of this game, really. These are a bit more animalistic. You cannot see invisible. But your fire breath probably doesn't care too much. Let's do it. Go invisible. Let's take you upstairs as well. Still not one hit away from dead? There we go. Even a fire dragon isn't enough to stop us. Not today. We've gone through trials and tribulations, adversity of all kinds already on this run. And what do we say to a fire dragon? Not today. And, wow. We went that far with that being the only monster we ran into in our entire lair, which is wild. But we also got very lucky. This is one of the rare lair floors that actually have some single wide corridors that we can lead enemies to. So that's pretty solid. Let's start with some poison darts. I think I can take you, especially with a cold-based weapon. Ooh, what about you, sir? Poison darts aren't going to be quite as good, but we could try and deal some quick range damage. With some boomerangs. Then we will definitely use vitalization, give us poison resistance, or immunity rather. It's not too bad.